Hello. I'm a recent graduate of Penn State University. And there you go Lions. And I'm a teacher now, but when I was at Penn State, I studied abroad. I went to Spain. And my warning sign story doesn't have to do with studying abroad in Spain. When you're in Spain, you're pretty close to Africa. So we got the opportunity to go to Africa for 500 euros. I said, oh my gosh, when am I going to go to Africa for 500 euros? So I went. That's where the problem started. We were there for about 7 days, and the warning signs were out just right there. They said, all right, welcome to Africa. This is very different. Couple things you should know. One, don't eat a lot of food. It's different. Okay, that makes sense. Don't eat a lot of food. Got it. You're not allowed to use your hand with your left hand with anything. Does anyone know why you're not allowed to use your left hand with anything? Some of you know. Well, apparently they don't have toilet paper there, so they oftentimes the sewer system's a little different. So sometimes you use your left. Also, in Arabic countries, the left hand is considered evil. So you're not supposed to like wave with your left hand, like hey, how's it going? It's like giving people the middle finger. So okay, got that too. Don't drink the water. Okay, don't drink the water. Thanks. Also, which was weird because it's an Arabic culture, don't say you like something. We were gonna stay with an Arabic family. If you say, hey, that's a nice vase, like that's what we do here, like we're just trying to be nice, they give it to you. It's like the most hospitable culture I've ever witnessed. So they said, we've had people previous years in this program go home with like vases and silverware, and all the guys are like, I'm gonna say I like their daughter. Okay, that's great. So. All right, food, water, all those things. Don't do those things. So we get there, and the woman I'm staying with only knows Arabic and French. So I'm using sign language, hi, or no, hi, how's it going? And so we get there, and she makes this amazing meal, and I eat, I have a whole bunch of it, but I forgot about that one. By the way, I have to sit on my hand. It's a rice chicken dish, so I sit on my hand because I'm scooping it with my hand. I'm not allowed to use my left, or else that's considered inappropriate. By accident, I look at the one piece of chicken that's across it's like this wheel that they put the food in. I look at it and she just goes, wham, just puts it right in front of me. I didn't mean to look at it, but now that's my chicken. The most hospitable culture I've ever witnessed. I can't wait. If I ever get the chance to go back, I'll go back in a heartbeat. Next day, we have this other meal, and it was this lentil soup. And I gotta tell you, she made the bread right in front of me. It was the coolest experience. I had a bowl, and it was delicious. I said, hey, you got any more of that? It's amazing. She's like, and I didn't say that because she doesn't speak English. I pointed at the bowl and I said, give her one of these. And she gave me some more. Man, that was really good. More? She's giving me some more. So I have some more. You're all going to judge me. 9 bowls later, I kid you not, I had 9 bowls of this lentil soup, and you know what? I don't regret a single moment of it, but it was delicious. So the next morning I wake up, I forgot about one of those rules, and I'm running to the bathroom. I'm going to spare you some details, but it was pretty rough, right? So we're all getting ready. It's time to start to drive back home to Spain, but it takes a couple spots to get there. So I'm driving back home, and I'm feeling a little funny. Before we get onto the bus, I have to run back. It's 10 minutes later. I have to run back and go again. I couldn't. It was unbelievable. My host mother recognized this, and she's supposed to walk us to the bus, but instead she takes a detour. And I'm looking at where did she just go? I don't even know how to get us to the bus. But I find the bus, and she's there, and she's got this bag of raw curry. I'm thinking, what is she doing with this raw curry? And the guest is, the person that's showing us around saying, she wants you to eat that curry. She thinks that your stomach's upset. So clearly she had gotten a hint. So I have the raw, and I'm looking at it like, I'm not doing it. I love this culture, but I think this is where I draw the line. Meanwhile, everyone on the bus that I'm with is pressed up against the glass. Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? So she's shoving this spoon in my face, and she's saying, cool, which means eat in Arabic. So I go, and I just eat it's like a raw powdered curry. It was disgusting. And the guy goes, I didn't think you were actually going to do it. That's pretty good. So I'm like, all right, thank you very much. And she's lovely. I actually still have the spoon that she gave me. Pretty cool. I don't know why that's cool, but I think it's cool. So we got on the bus, and we started to drive down. We get to this one stop, an hour in, like a long car ride. And Rick, the tour guide, goes, hey, you want to stop? Are you okay? Rick, I'm fine. I think the curry's actually working pretty well. Thanks. He goes, all right. So we kept going. We get to the next stop, and we get to the bus stop, and I'm hanging out, and I realize, I think I'm going to try and use the bathroom. So I go back to the van, and everyone else we stop at this gas station along the highway, and everyone's kind of hanging out in this cafe-like area in the gas station. So I go back to the van, and I walk over to the van, and I'm going through my bag, because we had to bring our own toilet paper. Their equipment, the Turkish toilet, it's not even a Western toilet, it's just a hole in the ground. You can't put toilet paper in there, or else it's not going to work. So there's like a little trash can for it. Yeah, that doesn't smell that good. So we had to bring our own toilet paper. So I'm getting the toilet paper, and I'm sorting through. The weirdest feeling I'm experiencing the weirdest feeling right now, and almost like as sudden as a breeze, I have lost complete control of my entire bowel system. And whether it's the bug that I had, it was literally like I didn't have to do anything. I'm sitting there looking through, and you know that feeling where it's just like, oh no, you don't. Behind me is the entire tour guide group. In front of me is a highway. It's like 1 in the afternoon. There's people like walking around. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. So I grab my bag and I just start running towards the tree, hop a fence, and there's a wall blocking me. So I just bolt it and I just continue the deed by the tree. It's 1 in the afternoon and there's a major highway by me and there's nothing I could do. So I just start, I just take care of it, right? I figured, I don't think anyone saw me. I think I'm okay. No, by the way, everyone saw me do that. Keep in mind I'm 21. This is not like this is not like when I was like 4. This is how I was 20 years old, right? So I'm sitting there by the tree and this officer walks over. And the officer walks over and he's got this look in his face like, who is this? This is an American. This is American. And I just look up and go, habla español? That's the only thing I knew. And he's like, sí. Like, all he knew was Arabic and French and apparently a little Spanish. And I said, lo siento, pero la comida es muy diferente aquí. Which means, I'm so sorry, but the food's very different here. It's the only thing I could think of. He just shakes, the sweetest guy in the world, he just shakes his head and goes, okay, yeah, I get it. And meanwhile, he's just watching me, do this by a tree. And there's people on the highway now like, whoa, what's going on over there, right? And I'm just, hi, I don't know, am I wave? Do I wave? So, not the one there, that's right. So I have this bag and I unload the bag. I look for the bag. I grab the wrong bag. My pants aren't in that bag. My pants are in the other bag in the van. What do? Well, I take off my jeans and I just have underwear in that bag. So I put my underwear on and I just start walking back to the van. I didn't know what to do. So I walk back to the van. And I'm motioning for the driver to come over. I'm like, hey, come over here. There's like guys at the table here, like, hey, can you help me? They're looking at me like, no way, buddy, you're on your own. I'm like, I'm in my underwear, right? So finally, the guy comes over, he gets my bag, and I change in. And the rest of the group piles in. It's very quiet, because at that point, they knew that what I had done. It's very quiet, and my tour guide, Rick's like, Joe, you're right there, buddy? Is everything okay? Why was the driver going through all of our bags? I don't know, I just got sick a little bit, I'm fine. So we go down the road for 4 hours, and 4 hours later we get there, and I'm actually feeling pretty good. And we get to the next area, and Rick goes, all right, everybody, just go ahead and load onto the, we're going to get some opportunity to do some haggling, pretty cool haggling. Joe, you sure, right? Yeah, I'm good. Okay, great. Why don't you guys just go around, get your passports out. I'm going to load you onto the hostel. We're going to check into the hostels. Get your passports, and we'll go do that. Passport. Rick, my passport's in my jeans. That's by the tree out there. So, yeah. It was in the jeans that I left by the tree. So, I had to go back. It was the most terrifying drive. The Arabic driver looked like he wanted to kill me. And he's driving. I thought we were going to die 6 times. Meanwhile, the director's on the phone with like the embassy of Casablanca, and he's like, we have an American who lost his passport. I was terrified. We get back there. We're sorting through. This time it's like 8 o'clock at night. It's been hours. We go through. I got the flashlight. I'm looking at the tree. I know there's no way it's still there. I just booked my flight to go to Barcelona in a few weeks. I'm stuck here if I can't find a passport. I look through, and it's still there. It's just lying on the ground. I pick it up. I give the guy a hug. The conclusion of the story is, years later, I'm talking with my buddy who's on the trip. And he's telling me, Joe, the funniest thing happened. I was at this club and there was this girl with blonde hair. I said, she must be American. So I walk up to her and say, hey, how's it going? Pretty good. I'm in this IS program. Oh, that's great. I did that program a couple of years ago. Yeah, we just got back from Africa. It was a lot of fun. You know, the director told us the funniest story. There was this kid who ate tons of food. He didn't, you know, the warning signs. This guy gives us the warning signs. If don't eat all too much food. Totally just ruined the whole trip. Isn't that weird? My friend just lost it and he said, I know that kid. And his name is Greg. So that's my story of ignoring the warning signs.